Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Always like sharing my hobbies here on YouTube. Just got done messing around. I got a whole new setup here right now for the YouTube. So let's try it this way. See how bad that is. A little over, a little bit more. Oh, that's a little bit better. Let's work it that way here. Nope. What? We're trying to get. Remember on SCTV. Johnny LaRue and his crane shot. He always demanded a crane shot for dramatic effect. And he finally got one in one episode. Right now, this is how I'm working on it. I got a GoPro parts. They're either pieces, parts someone had from GoPro, and it's just a miscellaneous bunch of whatever. So I'm just going to go and pray God doesn't tip over. Initial one tipped over. So right there, I like that. 45 RPM records, 135. And this is a gentleman I've actually have dealt business with in the past. He's all been at the thing, but either whenever we do train shows, he's on the other side of the hall and I'm not there. And we've done some stuff. He's into die-cast mainly in Tonka trucks and slot cars and stuff like that. This is the point I sold a bunch of slot cars off to an antique store, but one of those mercantile antique type places. But I think the audience the gentleman was going for would actually buy those because he was dealing with the younger people, the hipsters and whatever. So I thought it was a good match at the time. But again, he probably had these in other shows. It never registered because I'm not a diecast guy, and he has very low trains, and most of the stuff he has, I have, so it makes no sense. But same time too, if I find anything his customers looking for, I always get some of the oddball stuff. So anyhow, so we're going to go here. I got the crane, I got the GoPro crane, I got the new GoPro camera on, and we're just going to go through a few of these things. So, okay, first one we got is Wonderful World. Oh, Sam Cooke song. So this one, all these are in playable condition. Most of them you can see the heavy wear and everything. Whoa! So it's backed with Traveling Light, Seb Tepper Bennett. So last I knew, Almo Music. No, that's another. But I thought Traveling Light was a British song. And Kegs Music. I wonder if it's backwards because Almo Music would have been that's Herb's production company. And that would have been Wonderful World would have that. So this may be a mistake. But MGM. So this is up there. So again, these are they're considered playable condition. Heavily scratched, maybe some wear onto it. It's not too outrageous. So another one here. Cole Porter. This is interesting on the Royal level. This is a 2 extended plates. So this has the fine grooves into it. Look how scratched. It's red plastic. And I Love You for Dancing, but it has the 2, so I Love You and All Through Dancing, and yeah, so this probably was part of a box set. A lot of these old things, especially like Cole Porter and Nat King Cole, RCA threw them into box sets. Capital, We Small Hours and More. This is actually a box set, and this thing has the world's biggest warp into it. Again, these are all what I would say playable conditions. I'll try one of those things where you take the iron to it. Should work out, but serve good stuff. Has Nelson Brittle. So this is actually number, let's see, 8014, 4. So I think 4. Album 801 is actually the album in the Wee Small Hours. Number 4, last time I knew, could be wrong, is the 4th record. So this would be a 4 or 5 record, 45 RPM single set. So, and that would be how we do it, you know. So, yeah, that one's nice and warped. Probably should pay that much money for them, but okay. Without a World Warning. So it's Leon Russell, Gary Lewis and Playboys. Ooh, Leon did this one. That's neat. That must be that's the B side. A side, Save Your Heart for Me. That's a big hit and Leon Russell did the thing. Snuff Garrett did the production, so it's a good one. It's a Gail Udell song. They did a lot of big hits in the 60s, so yeah, and into the 70s. So yeah, that's probably original pressing, being a Liberty and everything. Okay, Sylvia by Stevie Wonder. This is a good one. I think this is an A side. That's the A. No, Sylvia was B-side. Okay, I thought it was A-side. A-side is Place in the Sun, which is a great song. I always thought that was one of the ones Even though, yeah, he was still under 18 and everything, but again, it's a good song. Tuxedo Junction. I've heard these guys. These are the revivalists. They had that revival period in the 70s where anything of the 30s, 20s, 30s, and 40s was hot again. It was towards 76, because in the early 70s, that was where they're doing ragtime. I mean, ragtime was big, and I think there was a rebirth of ragtime. I know in the 80s there was a big thing in ragtime, but Tuxedo Junction was one of those things. It's just like Manhattan Transfer. It's like, one of those things. They did pop standards and everything. Chattanooga Choo Choo, that was actually when this one hits warp beyond belief. I would like to see how it plays. And it's backed with, I Didn't Know About You. It's a Duke Ellington song, and that's kind of cool. Those guys, they were part of the revival along with Manhattan Transfer. Next one, I think all these got warped pretty bad. Judge Shrunk, which is, he's a country artist. Daisy a Day. You guys know that song? Daisy a Day, I love you, Daisy a Day. It's more of a crossover. Of course, this was MGM. Looks like it was a later one. Of course, world's biggest warp in the middle of it. So I'm just wondering how good it's going to be. Again, that's why I bought some of these, because it's a song like that. And this was his big hit. I don't think he ever had any more hits onto it. And Don Costa? Yeah, Don Costa did the production work and arrangement. That's a good production team at that time. Of course, on MGM, it was looks like the Mike Curb era. So Mike Curb had to be clean to be on Mike Curb's record label at that time when he was in charge of MGM, and he carried it over after MGM folded, after he pretty much single-handedly destroyed it. I mean, he was infamously to get rid of the animals off the record label. Okay, John Denver Sign and Shoulders. Look at it's cracked. This is not worth anything. Too bad. It's on the greatest hits, yeah. So this is actually a later reissue if it's on the greatest hits record. But I thought Sunshine and Shoulder was on. Yeah, around. Yeah, this is a reissue one, so that's kind of cool. So, Association, Red Label. So this is one of the ones that would be. This is the Wendy one. This is actually a good one. Juice Newton. There we go. Sweetest thing ever heard. Or sweetest thing ever knew. That's one of her best songs. And I'm Cowboy. So this was actually of era. Ooh, we got a stink bug. Hate those things. Probably gonna stink up our place. But yep, that's from the album Juice. Yeah, this is a good song. That's a great song. Columbia 78. This is No Tell Lover, and it's from Hot Streets. The Phil Ramone after when the group was in turmoil, they went to Hot Streets. They changed their whole thing around after some of that turmoil at that time. That got rid of their production, and Phil Ramone came over. Chicago started producing their own sides for the most part. Classic Peter Pan. It's a black label, so this is probably a little later on, or earlier, I should say. Three Little Pigs. It'd be Story side, I think. Yeah, probably Story. Sometimes these things were double-sided. You would go in and have Three Little Pigs. One side, flip it around. I think it's the same thing. Okay. Crash Craddock. I didn't know that once. I think this guy is also a country artist. Rub it in. ABC, what year is this? 74? Gotta put this on. So this is 255, so 37. Try to figure which is the A side, because sometimes ABC Records had a hard time with A side, B side, sort of thing. Sometimes they don't put it on there, so don't know about that one. Put that one in. Christopher Cross, Think of Lord, 1983, but it was like 84, 85 when it came and was big. It was using a soap opera. 5 minutes, 32. Oh, this is a long one. So you got normal standard there. You probably got ultra compressed there for the 5 minutes, 52. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Bobby Blue. This is the B side, I think. Moonlight and okay, so this is a double-sided or double. It's a double. Look at the wear on that thing. If you reflect in light, it's awful. Okay, jambalaya. So he did jambalaya. So this is going to be all that rockabilly sort of stuff. You know, the Go-Go actually in the late 60s did rockabilly after a while. Okay, so we got Wish I Never Loved You, which that would be probably the B-side of All Cried Out. I'm trying to figure if that was A. I'm trying to figure which one's the A-side and B-side here on these things. So this is Phillips, so this would be of era. This is kind of neat. Again, all playable conditions. Has a hole onto it. So this, the hole right there means it was a closeout. So at least they drilled a hole in the right spot. Sometimes they hit the record itself. We got Supremes. This is 67. Let's see where we got here. This is The Happening. So this is the A side. The Happening was A side. B side is All I Know About You. It's kind of cool. Okay. Don't want to say that it's somewhat offensive now. I think this is the A side. A, and I'll tell you which side is A on this. Waitress in a Donut Shop. Actually, that's a big record of hers. Yeah, I want to put that thing. That was an interesting thing. Okay, what we got here? Eddie Arnold. This is a newer one. Black Label is a newer one. So, this is 79, but I think it's an older one. Yeah, so Eddie Arnold, 1979. This could be a newer one. King Hotel was the thing. Yeah. This is the A side. What in the world did I do? That's a country side. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be country. Okay, we got a Joe Stampley. Let's see his intro here. Is this A? If you're which side's A side, which one's the B side? I think this is the A side because it's the intro one to it. It's for DJs. Yeah, another. I think this is by Cheryl. Yeah, that would be probably countryside too. This was a mixture of stuff. Like it had country pop and pop rock sort of thing. There we go. Another bargain bin. That's a discontinued one. Stony End. Again, this is so, these things are so knackered. Where how good is it they're going to be. They're dirty as all heck, too. So that's one pile of the 45s. I'm just going to go through them all because I love them when I'm at the show. I went through them at the show and I made a determination about a couple dozen of them. Figured I got to go in, and the guy marked them down from $1 a piece. So he was asking for $100 and he really want to move him. I was interested in the whole thing and everything, talking to him and everything. He was going down fast and furious. I mean, this guy, I love to see him work because he was at a show I did, one of my first shows, and he was the guy next to me, and it was a bad spot for him because he wanted to always be outside and he wanted to talk up. He was talking up his product constantly. Guy's a used car salesman. It's his job, but he's got into antiques and collectibles. Yeah, the guy's actually pretty. He's a cool guy. It's amazing. You just see him work. It's just a marvel. Just working at it. Okay, so this is the part one of all the records I picked up. I'll get another stack together. I got some other stuff I want to do, but I'll do number two here another time. Okay, so you like crazy stuff that I do? Look at my page on YouTube. Like and subscribe, of course, if you like this stuff. Thumbs up if you want to. I normally like and subscribe is always my thing. I don't. People say promote it, of course. A lot of the channels I do, they have a built-in audience. So don't push to like and promote. I have to because I am me. I'm not them. Okay, we'll see you guys later.